look at this. I just turned this rotor 2 days ago. Look, look at how rust that is already. All right, ready?
Yep. All right, you guys, welcome to a new edition of What's in Your Toolbox. We got Pat, the body man. Pat, how long you been a body man?
Since '73.
Wow.
First paint job at 14 years old. So, what is that? 42 years.
So you've acquired a lot of tools over 42 years.
I probably have $200,000 in tools.
Do you still think that you have some tools that when you were that young that you still have?
I do.
You really?
I do. You want to see something funny?
Yeah, let's see.
This is my first socket set, American. Couple are missing.
Who makes it?
Craftsman.
Wow.
But see the initials, PP, was when I was at Denver Automotive in 1977.
Wow. I can't believe they held up.
And they're all here. That's what's amazing. And so then, this was like one of my first black impact sets from 30 some years ago. This is even funnier. This was my grandfather's Craftsman from like 1920.
Wow.
This is an actual Crafts, and it still works. It's a Craftsman. You can barely make it out. We're not. It's right there. It says Craftsman USA. Somebody nicked it right there.
Oh, I'm trying.
But it's missing a screw. But this is like in the early right when they came out with these. I can't date it completely, but my grandpa had it for about 50 years, and he was 80 years old when he died in 75. So if you did the math, it's pretty old. I love this thing though because of that, how long it's been around and it still actually works.
Yeah, and it looks like it was built very well.
Yeah, so, but most of my tools I stick with for the heavy duty stuff. Mac, not so much anymore. Snap-on's really good. Mac, I guess, went along the line of Sears as far as the comparable.
Yeah.
They're real coarse ratchets. I probably got a good deal on this one. But oh, here, this is from 77 also. So yeah, tools that hold up, they just stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these wrenches in here in the American, back when everything was American, all of these are from the 70s. All these wrenches right here.
Wow.
Yeah. And then for my newer metric stuff, I go mainly with Snap-on for the detail. You know, for tight air. You know,
why do you go with Snap-on?
Thin heads, thin body. You know, but they're longer than like a normal. Yeah, some of the competitors, they're a little bit longer.
Right.
Most of them are like that long.
Right.
In that size.
What trucks do you guys have coming to the body shop? What tool trucks? Just Snap-on?
Snap-on and give me another name. Snap-on.
Cobalt? No, not Cobalt. S&K? No.
What's the name of that? It's not Mac. Come on, Snap-on and.
Proto?
What's the other guy? I don't buy from them. That's why I don't know.
I know who you're talking about. I think it's on the top of my head. It's not Mac. They're popular.
Yeah. It's not Cornwall. They went under, I believe. I don't know if Cornwall's around anymore.
Know.
But Cornwall was good stuff back in the day. When they were around, I don't know why they quit. Here, this is a Cornwall Impact, and I tell you what, this thing will bust some bolts loose like you would not believe. And
it's really compact.
You can dial it down. Like for the tightening side for forward, it's got about 4 different settings. And I usually use it about right here. You saw when I pulled it out of my toolbox, it was right there.
Yeah.
This thing is powerful, but I don't know what happened to Cornwall though. And this is probably 10 years old, and it is like the day I got it. And you can see it's used. Snap-on air shear.
How's those holding up for you?
This is from like 1975.
Wow.
And it still works fine. I leave the head loose so I can turn it. And this is one of my first fabrication tools I bought, and it still goes. I've never had it repaired. Snap-on. What's funny though is I don't think I have the other one down here. All the copies now have the identical body, and it'll just have like CP or whoever, and you cannot tell the difference. It looks just like this.
It's a good design.
Yeah. Got some. I have so many grinders. Nobody really makes a good 5-inch grinder. they're high
Pneumatic?
Yes, air. Yeah, exactly. Pneumatic. I should have said that because all of them lack power when you're laying into something. So I don't really care what name it is. I go by how strong it is when I'm grinding down on some rust or something. A lot of them slow down so much that you got to wait and build it back up again. So
Right.
5-inch, I don't know why, but 5-inch grinders is one of the things that if somebody come out with a good one, they would do very well because they're all crappy. But like what I do with this thing is brake rotors, so it doesn't destroy my bit.
Right.
When the brake lathe bit touches rust, it kills it instantly.
Really?
So you gotta, I go through these 5-inch discs like crazy. You can see how it eats them up. Because I grind the rust off first, and then I go on to the brake lathe, and then
Right.
the bits will last literally 10 times longer.
Wow, I see, I never knew that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that this is used for. Snap-on, very old. I think
Wow.
this is the first one they made.
How'd
Still-
you like that?
When it came out, there was nothing comparable to it. Now, obviously, you have other stuff that's better. It's a little bit bigger, but a lot stronger. This won't break a bolt loose because it's not an impact.
Right.
This is an impact, so it'll break the bolt loose, but you can continue with it. Plus, this one's RPM is like 10 times what this one is.
Right.
But when this came out, there was no competition for the body shop or for a mechanic. You needed something that you could get into tight areas and break bolts loose. The problem with this one is you almost have to treat it like a ratchet to break a bolt loose. You put it on, pull it, and then crack it,
Right.
and then you can back off. With this, you don't have to do that, you know? And the guys at my shop all have the 20-volt Milwaukee, and they swear by it.
The fuel?
brushless,
The fuel.
Yeah, they love them. All the fuel, all the guys.
Really?
A couple guys have DeWalt, and the guys with the fuel rave more about the fuels than the guys with the DeWalts are very
Wow.
quiet about what they have, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
So,
Milwaukee's an exciting tool brand, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, they come out with a lot of cool, exciting stuff. You got some IR there?
this stuff, now that I have this, I don't know how I could do without it. And there again, I did have the Milwaukee stuff. I don't even know where it is now.
I got one of them, sending it back for warranty. It's in my truck.
Yeah, but with this stuff, all of these Ingersoll Rands right here, you don't need pneumatic tools anymore. Like I said before, the only downfall is the size of them and the weight. The weight is no big deal with this stuff, but when you get into this,
Right.
and you're doing a lot of work, it does get heavy. And I got this one. Hold on, I'll grab it. The 3/8 Impact.
The Hammerhead.
The Hammerhead.
How do you like that thing?
This and this are my favorite tools.
Yeah?
Right here. The problem with this is they'd be nice to have one in 1/2 inch also.
Right.
They got this in 1/2 inch, the ratchet.
But that one you have to use, you use it like a breaker, right?
Yes,
The
use
one
it
on
as
the
a
right?
breaker. But then once you crack it, this thing will bust loose some rusted stuff.
Really?
You know, if you hang on to it, it's not going to slow down. If they come out with this in 1/2 inch, then you pretty much close your toolbox to pneumatic tools.
Yeah.
And you can see right here, I actually, because I love this thing so much, I have the adapter here to 1/2 inch.
Oh, to make it 1/2 inch.
Yeah, to go to half, because what I found, you can see I'm really using the crap out of this. It's pretty beat already, and it's from getting it into tight areas. Where this, you get it into the tight area, but you can't crack it loose. This,
Right.
you can wedge it in there and just pull the trigger, and you're done. It backs it off. And this thing, like I said, has broken loose every brake caliper / caliper bracket, bolt, all the rear stuff on cars, older rusted stuff. It breaks it all loose. On the fronts, it's a little too light because the rear brake systems are lighter duty than the front.
Right.
So everything's a smaller bolts. When you get into the front, you generally have to go to 1/2 inch drive, and then this thing is weak on calipers and stuff. That's when I go to this one on the fronts.
Okay.
Before this came along, I was using a breaker bar and a 1/2 inch ratchet,
Oh, wow.
cracking it and then sticking something else in there. Because anything that was strong is bulky, you know. So you get to the strength, and it's bigger.
Right, you can't get in those tight areas.
And, or I was using this with the swivel, and you get into a tight area on a front caliper, and you got a socket on here, and you hit it, and it flies off the socket, and that socket goes, it flies off the bolt, and that socket goes past your head at 100 miles an hour. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So with this coming out, it replaced this situation with this tool. And there again, this being so long, your normal 1/2-inch ratchet is only, that's your standard 1/2-inch ratchet.
Right.
So you get all this extra room for you don't need a breaker bar.
Leverage, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to bring out a breaker bar, which is what I was doing before. Now I can just put this on, break it, and keep going.
Right, that acts as the breaker bar.
Right, exactly. And so it's multiple purposes, you know. It is handy, definitely.
Cool.
So yeah, other than that, there's tools everywhere. Like I said, I've been collecting them for, here's my DeWalt on the floor.
How do you like that? That's an old DeWalt.
That has served its purpose, and it's here for when somebody wants to borrow a tool.
Yeah.
I give them that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If somebody walks in and goes, hey, can I use your impact? Yeah, it's right there.
Man.
Yeah, so there's I was looking here for more air tools or more tools that we're using. People understand this is a backup shop, right?
Yeah. So you guys, this isn't the main body shop. This is his backup.
Yeah.
Like,
with,
do you use this stuff, or is this stuff just sitting here?
oh, these are the old. Remember that $25,000 welder I showed you?
Yeah.
These are the old school, first generation spot welders that were certified, approved by General Motors, Ford, Toyota, Honda, and everybody. But generally, all the manufacturers approved these first welders for mimicking OEM spot welds.
Right.
The problem with this is this head weighs a couple 100 pounds. So you have to have it on this cable. You can see.
That comes with it, or you rigged that?
Well, no, that's on the cable's part of the system.
Oh,
see, there's
wow.
one. And then to raise it up higher, like if you're working on a truck, you jack this up.
Oh,
See that?
yeah.
And you can bring it down.
Seems like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know. Oh, I don't know.
How
why
much was something like this new?
These were 10,000 each.
Wow, and now they're kind of worthless?
I'm gonna actually put them on Craigslist. They both work still. And for a shop that doesn't have anything, these are fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I can get, maybe $1,000 each or $800 each, because they both work. Put it this way: if I had a little shop that didn't have anything, I would take these in a heartbeat. There's all the
It's okay.
different attachments for reaching in areas.
Oh, wow.
You know, you put the different heads on, and you can feed it in all that deep into a car. So, but yeah, these were awesome units. I would never badmouth them. They serve their purpose, and bodymen notoriously are abusive to tools because they're always in a hurry.
Yeah.
That brake blade's, I want to say, it's still being made. I want to say I bought that 1991, so 24 years ago. And there again, never been serviced, still cuts
Wow.
beautiful.
It's amazing with today's cars that stuff still works.
Today's metal is really nice too. Look at this. I turned this rotor yesterday.
It's
Look at the
already
rust on
rusting.
there already.
Some humidity.
Look at
huh?
that. That was yesterday that this got turned. So,
Cool.
yeah.
That about it?
Well, we can, yeah, for right now.
All
I
right,
guess.
well, let's go over to the other shop, and we'll show you some of his equipment over there.
So now we're in the main shop where all the real work gets done. This is the collision repair side of Bodybuilders Automotive. And a lot of guys here, a lot of work goes out the door. We are a high-end collision repair shop, and we do a lot of insurance work. We also do custom work on high-end vehicles, whether it's Porsches or Ferrari or
Like
whatever.
restorations, stuff like
well,
that.
No, we'll do customer pay, collision repair on those high-end vehicles, like where insurance isn't covering it.
Got
for some,
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do that also here. The restoration is the other shop.
Okay.
We don't do any restoration here.
And what's this, Pat?
This is a frame machine, a cheap easy liner.
So it basically straightens frames?
Yeah.
Wow, just by using
It's
paint?
yep. You take a look. You put the car up here. You basically put your rocker panels of the car in these clamps. You lift the car off the machine, obviously, and you clamp it to the machine, so that car becomes part of the machine. It's through bolted through here. So when you lock it down, you could literally put 10,000 pounds of pulling force on a car.
Wow.
You could tear a car in half easily with this machine. You got to know what you're doing. It's
What's this Genesis thing over there?
it's a laser. It's a measuring system, a laser measuring system that you put targets on the car. It's actually one of the first generations of high-end measuring. You can measure within a millimeter over the entire car for when you're pulling. So
Wow.
you go. We're actually going to be investing in a new system really soon, which is all touch. You just take a pen and touch the car.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is really cool.
Yeah. The new system, you take a pen, literally say this is a pen, you go around and on the car, you come over here and tell it what you're gonna do and you go like that and touch it. Then you go to the car and touch that point first and then touch, touch, touch. And it measures the car just with this pen that you're touching.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's the new system that we're in the process of researching right now. We wanna make sure it's perfected before we buy into it.
Right.
This is one of the best systems out there that's been around for a long time. There's a lot of different targets, mounting pieces that all go under the different cars. These are the different laser brackets. So the way it works is the scanner right here. You slide this under the car. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just put it under the middle of the car. These things spin at super high speed, 2 of them. It shoots out a laser that deflects back. And by this angle and that little line, and then these 2 outside lines, it reads them all, and then it tells you where this point is at on the car. So it compensates for height by however it works. It compensates for the height of each target. So provided your targets are mounted evenly, if this side of the car is bent up, because of these lines, it'll tell you this side's up.
Oh, it knows exactly. I got
Yeah, it's hard I can't really explain it because I didn't design it, but that's the concept.
And then what's this Hawkeye thing?
Oh, this is a state-of-the-art, again, laser alignment. Hunter makes it.
Okay, yeah, because when your cars get in accidents, they hit curbs, they get out of alignment.
Yeah, but this thing is like top of the line. You put these on the wheels. You take this and you clamp it to the wheel, and these 2 lasers shoot out and read all of these triangles.
Wow.
They reads all the triangles, and then as you turn your wheels, it'll tell you where the wheels are at by all those different triangles.
Wow.
Here again, this is
It's crazy. It's all run by Windows.
yeah.
So, I mean, is there warranty on these products? Like, what if this thing dies? Do they Hunter send someone out?
Yeah.
Even that other one over there?
That's old now. It's out of warranty.
So you'd have to pay the company.
Now we have to pay for repair.
Oh, man.
But that thing's been very loyal to us. We have 2 of them. We had 2. These systems, I want to say, were about $22,000 each back in the day.
Wow.
And we have 2. There's one over there. And we had 3 of these machines at one time. We had 3, and we realized we didn't need 3. There's just not that much framework.
They take up a lot of space.
Yeah. So when you hook the car up, Let's see. It's not going to let me open
It's
it.
okay.
I wanted you to show you the readout.
Oh,
It's
okay.
It's really cool. The,
Oh yeah, I see him flashing. That's cool.
Yeah, this thing just stays on. Yeah.
Like, is there supposed to be covers on there? Or is
No,
that, wow.
that's just the way. I know, that was my question when they brought it.
Yeah, it looks like there's like.
That's been open. This technology's, I want to say 3-4 years old now.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit more, but there's nothing better out there right now.
And then when they install it, they have to like center all that, right?
Well, I installed it all.
Oh,
It's
you did?
Yeah, it's.
Wow, it looks like they're gonna align now, or do they just use this for a rack too?
No, they align.
Oh,
You doing an alignment? Yeah, he's gonna do an alignment so we can come back to this.
really? All right. What else we got? I like your bumper thing. Your bumper rack.
That's my invention.
Now, why do you have all those bumpers? Just waiting to be put on cars?
These are cars that are taken apart right now.
Oh, okay.
And these are like, some of these are used parts that need repair. And then over there, the other rack is brand new parts waiting to be painted. So
Ah.
this is generally off of cars that need repair and so on. And when they're ready to repair it, they take it off of here, repair it, and then put it on that rack over there.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, I built these two bumper racks about 7 years ago when I invented them, and now my idea has been stolen by two huge companies that,
Oh, really?
that manufacture them now. Because they were both in my shop, I won't say the names, and they both saw what I did and took pictures. Multiple people came out from
Oh.
both companies and took pictures. Now both of those companies make these racks.
Oh, that sucks. All right, what else?
Downdraft prep deck. For
Downdraft prep deck. What does that do?
Downdraft prep deck recirculates air behind the curtains when you put a car in there. You pull the curtains closed, and it's basically for prepping and priming. And it's in order to meet EPA requirements, you cannot prime out in the open.
Wow, okay.
So that contains it. There's filters in the
So
floor.
it's like a spray booth, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a non-baking spray booth to keep the dirt down, to keep the overspray down.
Wow, that's a lot of filters.
Yeah, the whole salt filters.
Cool. Are these are your compressors up here, Pat?
So that's a rotary vane, Matai.
Wow.
I think it's called Matai.
So it's quiet.
$10,000 compressor that is 74 CFM.
Wow.
It's 15 horsepower, 3-phase, and you literally don't need a storage tank on it because it's 74 CFM. That compressor
Wow.
would run my whole shop without a storage tank. The storage tank is so that it'll cycle, and it's for the internal pressure switches and stuff to work correctly. I put a big storage tank. You could actually have a 10-gallon one on there, and
Right.
it would run fine.
Wow. All right, so this is the spray room, or this is the mixing room?
Uh-oh, that filter's not supposed to be out. This is the paint mixing room, waterborne paint. We actually got EPA exemption for all the paperwork, cradle to grave destruction we used to have to do because of, we got rid of solvents, which are all, the lethal stuff.
Right.
So being that this is water-based, we generate very little waste.
And this is another spray booth here?
That's
Is that the older one?
Blother made in Italy. 1991 we bought that, and that thing has been phenomenal. I would buy another one of those all day long.
Really?
This is a CMC,
Yeah.
and this thing breaks down more often than we use it.
That sucks, and that's your newer one.
That's double the price of that one too.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And then what do we got back in here?
Let me push this filter in real quick. I noticed this filter worked its way out. I don't know why it's out.
This is your pinstriping?
This is a teardown prep area. When a car is taken apart over here in the teardown area, there's two estimators that sit right here, and as the body man takes it apart, they write the estimates.
Oh, wow.
So that's what they're doing here.
And this is the final prep too, right?
Yeah. So as they take a car apart, they retape moldings here. Any hardware that's necessary, they put with the car. That's
Wow. I like how you take pictures of all the cars too.
yeah.
Why do you do that?
Look, it's easier to track it. Shows you where the damage is. Shows you what, like, see the writing on there, the RO.
Yeah.
It tells RX, meaning direct repair with Geico. So it's, you know what car you're looking for. It's
Right.
It's a way to track it through the shop, and we'll go over there on the booth, and you'll see once it leaves this area how it goes through the shop.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like your custom ceiling.
This is the computer.
Color mixer?
He's using it right now. Computer has to be outside the room.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Man, this place is a lot high tech than I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't mess around.
So once the car leaves teardown, and it goes into repair, it's tracked through the shop from one end to the other. You could probably stay right there. Yeah, you got it. These are in body right now. In body waiting parts. Generally, it doesn't get started on without parts. Once the parts come in, the guy that takes the car, takes the keys, moves the car over to the area that it's in. Okay, so here. So now it's goes from body. The body man's done with it. The painters just have to come over here and look, and they know what cars are ready for paint. As you can see right now, there's nothing waiting for primer. There's nothing in primer. They've all been done. They move to paint now. So these are the cars that are all being painted, and these are the painters' names on the booth.
Wow.
Luis, Juan, Oscar. So that's all the cars being painted right now, and it's in paint, waiting parts. So we know that this car, even though it's being painted, doesn't have all of its parts here
Right.
yet.
Oh, sorry.
So then, oh here, see the.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get over here and just get it in action real fast.
He's doing a wheel run out compensation right now. You roll the car back and forth about 10 inches.
Yeah.
And it compensates for the wheels. If this machine's capable of, by moving it only 10 inches, can tell what a full rotation would be on wheel run out.
Oh, wow.
So then it zeroes that wheel run out for the alignment. So the wheel run out does not affect the alignment.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, very detailed. And this tells you where you're at. And then once he's done with his wheel run out, he'll hit the ready, and then it'll go into the next mode.
Is that a touch screen? No.
No.
Mouse.
Does Hunter have a touch screen out yet for alignments?
Not that I know of.
So now this will give him, once he's going to do a caster sweep.
Wow. So the red's bad.
Red is
Yeah.
bad, yes.
Okay.
Now watch. He's going to do stay over here so you don't block that target.
Oh.
Film from right here. He's going to do what's called a caster sweep. It tells him install brake depressor and to steer the wheels as directed. It wants you to move the X over.
Oh, wow.
So now he's going to do that. And then I want you to see when he, this is how simple it is just to check the alignment. So far he's done a wheel run out, and now he's doing a caster sweep, and that's going to tell us where this car is at alignment-wise.
Wow.
And what adjustments are necessary. See, it's making him do this stuff right now. Can you see it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we're doing a video
That's
for the.
cool.
We're doing a video. No, you're good. Hey,
We're good. We got
come
it.
over
Do
here.
you want more of it?
No, I just want you to see it. You don't have to video, but I want you to see it when he's done here. It's going to come on right now. The
Last one's the touchiest.
yeah, you gotta hold it. Now watch. Here's the alignment.
So green's all good. Oh no, rear.
All the red is bad. What'd you do to this car?
Quarter panel, like full side.
Oh, so that alignment is out from this accident then, because he did the rear of the
Right.
car, and the red is rear. All that red is in the rear, right from here down. So that means this car did get knocked out in the accident.
So if these clients just took off like this, they're gonna be tearing through tires.
Well, the left side's prior. They whacked the curb really good. You can see like large scrapes on the rim, and the right side's from the accident. The right rear.
The right's out a little more than the left.
Wow.
The toe is off pretty severe there. It's like 0.6 out. The total toe is off. That's pretty much where the tires are most.
Yeah, this is barely out. Anyway, see this is it's actually won't wear tires because it's in the green for total toe.
Right.
But it might steer. The steering wheel might be like this, or it might be crooked. But all that green is good. That means it's all in spec.
Nice.
Atlas 12,000 pound lift does 12,900 pounds. There's nothing in this won't lift.
Wow.
And the arms extend so far out you could lift a motorcycle or an F550.
Oh yeah, they do look like
They come out 3 times. So yeah, you could literally lift an F550 with this machine.
Cool.
And then you didn't see this yet. At the other shop was those old Pro Spots.
Right. This is the new spot welder.
This is the new latest and greatest.
Wow, you got a Millermatic 211 auto set back there.
Yep. Awesome. I have that set up for aluminum though. See it?
Yeah. Wow, I
It's-
love that welder. I have that same welder, Pat. You really like it, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome. Excellent welder.
You just bought it just for aluminum?
Well, I got a killer deal on it.
Oh, okay.
Spool gun and everything. I think I paid $800.
Damn, that's a great deal.
Yeah, this is the newest spot welding, squeeze pressure spot welding system out there. Here,
Wow.
right here.
Yeah, so you don't need that thing. This is pretty light to maneuver
Yeah.
by
Well,
yourself.
remember that thing needed a cable to hold it up?
Yeah.
This one, they do have it for fatigue, but nobody really uses it. If you wanted to use that to hold it up, you could. But this is I think it's 650 pounds of pressure squeezing right there.
Man.
And this here again, all electronic. It's all touch screen. I don't know if it's on. It's got to warm up. This welder is so detailed. You really need to.
I mean, you guys have to train on it?
Yeah, I was just gonna say you really need to train on
Who
this
trains
thing.
you guys? The company that makes it, manufactures it?
Yeah.
So when you buy one, they'll come out for a week or whatever?
Yeah, they'll hang out with you and make sure you got it figured out. What's funny is the guys that train don't always know everything.
Yeah?
You start questioning them, and they have to get back to you. And granted, it's so detailed. I mean, there's so much stuff going on this thing.
Oh my God. It's got an error, active error. What does that mean?
It's probably something that happened at one time. I know they had. It's just going through all the like a computer startup.
Oh wow, so you just tell it what to do.
Yeah. You can tell it you're burning through E-coat or bare metal or 3 layers of metal. Yeah, it's got all kinds of options on it.
And I mean, it does like OEM.
Yeah.
You can't even tell.
Right. You cannot tell. There's no way. There's lots of adapters to get into every situation. It's liquid cooled. See this? These are antifreeze lines.
Wow.
There's actually antifreeze running through here because antifreeze cools better than water.
Yeah, it gets that hot.
Yeah, so
man.
you gotta.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it gets really hot. It's 3-phase power. I mean, this thing takes a lot of juice.
Nice. Is that about it?
Yep, in the shop, I think so.
And then you got your tire machines and all that, but
Yeah,
do you want to show that or we don't care?
I don't think so.
All right. All right, you guys, that's it. Tools in action. Check it out. Pat, what's your website?
Bodybuildersautomotive.com.
You guys, make sure you like him on Facebook.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.